Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to continue our Python interview series. Okay, so I already complete list, dictionary, and sets. Okay, now we are going to solve question based on tuple. Okay, so I hope you already knew about tuple. What is tuples? What is tuples? Tuple in Python is an ordered immutable collection of items. Ordered and immutable collection of item. It is one of Python built-in data type used to store collection of data similar to list, but with the key distinction of immutability. Okay, so this is the property of tuple that they cannot be mutable. So here I'm going to share my screen with you, that everything visible to you. Okay. Let's solve problem. Okay, so first problem is this. Swap two element in a tuple at a given position. Okay, so we are going to swap two element in a tuple at given position. Okay, so here this is the tuple t equals to 10, 20, 30, and 40. I equals to 1 and j equals to 3. Okay, so we are going to swap I with 3 and j with 1. Okay, so here you can see I am going to write code here. I will explain everything. Okay, so this is our first function for swap tuples. Swap tuples. Here I am going to pass t. T means tuple. This line. Okay, and I and I. This is these are the positions. I equals to 1 and j equals to 3. Okay, so we need to swap I with j and j with I. Okay, now I am going to create one temp variable. This is the variable. Okay, I want to convert this tuple into a list. Okay, so temp equals to list. Inside I am going to pass t. Okay, then it will convert everything in list like this. Like this. Okay, so first step here you can see in table, convert tuple to the list. So temp equals to list of t, so it will become, you can see here in result, let's temp equals to in list 10, 20, 30, and 40. Okay, so this will give you list. Now now I am going to swap temp of I. Here temp of I. Okay, I'm just going to swap that I want to swap element from this list. Okay, temp of I, temp of j. Okay, here temp of j comma temp of I. It's mean we are, actually I have I equals to 1 and j equals to 3. Then we need to swap, so it will swap like this. Access position temp of I equals to temp at index 1. What we have at index 1, we have 20. You can see here at index 0 we have 10, at index 1 we have 20. Okay, so here I can write temp of 1 is equals to 20. Okay, and temp of 3, what we have inside this, I can count 0. This is 10 at 0 index, 20 at 1 index, and 30 is index 2, and 40 at index 3. So here index 3, temp of index 3 is equals to 40. 40. Okay, so we can swap these two element. Okay, temp 1 with temp 3 and temp 3 with temp 1. Okay, so here in this step you can see swap temp 1 comma temp 2 equals to temp j comma temp I. Okay, so here you can see before uh, we have this list. Okay, now list will become this 10, first element at index 0. In index 1 I have, I mean I replaced 20 with 40. Okay, here I'm going to replace index 1 with index 3, so I have 40 in index 3. Okay, now 30 is similar because we don't need to touch this index. Okay, index 2. Okay, now I'm going to replace this 40 with 20, so here 20 is here. Okay, now, okay, after swapping the element, okay, I got this list. Okay, now I want to convert this into a tuple, because we are solving tuples here, or we want output in tuple. So here this is the function name, swap tuple. Okay, here I'm going to pass in bracket. Oh, first of all I need to return here, return tuple, and inside this temp. Okay, now you can take this example. This is for checking the output that our code is correct or not. Okay, so these are the tuples. This is the tuples, this t. Okay, and here I have I equals to 1 and j equals to 3. Okay, so we are going to check when function is calling, it will call t equals to these numbers, and I equals to 1 and j equals to 3. Okay, and this is the function. Okay, so I got my output in tuple. Okay, so I already replaced 20, this 20 into 40. Okay, now we are going to solve our problem, convert list of tuple to a dictionary. Okay, so here I have list like this. Okay, list equals to 1 comma in string a, again comma bracket 2 comma b in double single quotes. Okay, so this is the list, convert list of tuple. Okay, inside these are the tuple. You can see here, this is our first tuple, this one. These are the tuples, this one and this one. Okay, and they are inside the dictionary. Okay, and initially we need to create empty dictionary that we can store. Okay, so here convert list of tuple to a dictionary. Okay, so this is the list of tuple, I want to convert this into a dictionary. Okay, so d equals to empty dictionary. Okay, so first of all I need to take this tuple from here. Okay, tuple from list. So this is our first tuple. Okay, now I am going to find out its value, key and values. Okay, so this is the 1 is key and a is the value. Okay, now I am going to use d of key is equals to value. Then it will give you at index, sorry, at key d of key 1. Okay, here I have value is a. Okay, now again you can see for this also I have 2 is key and b is the value. Okay, so here I'm going to find out key and value. So here at in dictionary, key is 2 here, so this will become d2. Okay, its value is b. Okay, now we can store it into a dictionary like this. Okay, I have 1 and a, so 1 colon a, and here after this I am going to add this. Okay, so it will become 2 colon b. Okay, so this is previously what we have, 1 colon a, and now I added here 2 colon b. Okay, so this is the finally we got our dictionary, that is a colon, sorry, 1 colon a and 2 colon b. Okay, so here I'm going to write code. I'm going to define one function, list tuple to dict. Okay, I am going to pass list here. I am using this function. I am going to call this function, okay, here, and I need to copy this list, okay, lst. So I need to pass this list here. Okay, guys. And here, this is the function name, this function. Here I'm going to call this function, and this is the list, lst. Okay, this one. Now I need to put colon here. Okay. Here I am going to define one empty dictionary that we can store every element with key and values. Okay. So here I'm going to use for loop for key comma values. Key comma value in LST. Okay. So here this is the list. This is the list. Okay. I'm going to find out key and values. Okay. So one is key and A is value. Here in another tuple, 2 is the key and B is the value. Okay. So here I have key and value column. You can see here in this table. Okay. Now I am going to find out this D of key. Okay. D means dictionary. Okay. And here I'm going to write index of key. Okay. So d of key equals to value that we can find out key and value. Okay, like this. D1 equals to A and D2 equals to B. D at index 1 I have A and D at index 2 we have B. Oh, then I need to return what? Return D. Okay, so I got output one colon A and two colon B in dictionary, okay, with key and values. I hope you got it. This is the function name. Okay, this is also function name. We are going to call function by using this list. Okay, this is the input. Here I am going to pass lst. Okay, so initially we have empty dictionary, or here I am going to use for loop for find out the key and values in the list. Okay, list, this one is the list. Okay, and here d of key equals to value that we can find out key and values. Okay, and return the d. Okay, so I got this output. Now we are going to solve sort list of tuple by second element. Okay, sort list of tuple by second element. Okay, so here, but wait a minute, I am going to write code. I'm going to define one function sort by second. Okay, sort by second. Here I'm going to pass list colon. I'm going to print here. I'm going to call my function name. Okay, I am using list equals to what? Inside list I have multiple tuple, that is 1 comma 3 comma 2 comma 1 comma 5 comma 5, sorry, 5 comma 2. Okay, so this is our function name sort by second. Okay, I'm going to call this function. Okay, and this is the list equals to this. Inside this list I have tuple 1 comma 3 comma 2 comma 3 comma in bracket 5 comma 2. Okay, so these are the tuple. So we are going to sort the tuple based on the second value. So here we have element. So I am going to take from this list. Okay, so I'm going to take this first tuple. Okay, so here you can see 1 comma 3. This is x equals to 1 comma 3 from list. Okay, we are going to take this from list. Okay, so here I'm going to find out second value. So x of 1 means second value. At index 0 we have 1, at index 1 we have 3. Okay, so this is our second value. From this I got second value is 1. Okay, from this I got second value is 2 at index 1. Okay, now we can see here this will become sorting by key. Okay, so key equals to 3, second value is key. Okay, key equals to 1 and key equals to 2 here. So second element is 3, second element is 1 and second element is 2. Okay, now sorted. Now we are going to sort by keys. Okay, so first of all, we want to sort it into a order from 1 to 3. Okay, so first element 1 here, after this I have 2 and after this I have 3 here. Okay, so this is the order become. Okay, Python sort by key in ascending order. So this is the order we got. 2 comma 1. Okay, this one first element is 2 comma 1 and second element is this 5 comma 2 and third element is 1 comma 3. Okay, so we just going to sort element by using second value. Okay, or you can say second element. So here I am going to write code. So I just need to return. This is very simple program. Okay, I just need to return. I am going to use sorted function. Okay, that it will give you order in ascending order. Okay, here I'm going to pass list lst. Okay, list of tuple. Here key equals to, I am going to use lambda. Lambda function you already know, I hope. It is anonymous function, a function which they don't have any name. Okay, so key equals to value, key equals to lambda. Here I am going to use x column x comma 1, that it will give you second key. Okay, this is the key. Okay, I got it. And this is for use for sorting. This will sort your tuples in order, in ascending order. Okay, I'm going to run this. So I got order by using mm, sorted order based on the second value. Okay, so 2 comma 1. I have first tuple is 2 comma 1, second tuple is 5 comma 2, and third tuple is 1 comma 3. Okay, now we are going to find out most frequent tuple in a list. Okay, so here I'm going to use counter. Okay, from collections import counter. Okay, so this is the function name, def most frequent tuple. Okay, here inside this I am going to pass lst list. Okay, so I am going to print also this. Okay, print function name, and inside this I am going to pass list. Okay, that is 1 comma 2 in bracket again. Oh, 3 comma 4 again bracket 1 comma 2. Okay, so this is the list of tuples. Okay, this is the function name, and here this is the list, and this is the list. Okay, now I am going to write code. Okay, we are going to find out most frequent tuple in a list. Okay, I mean how many time of same tuple is occurring again and again. So it will give the count of this tuple who occur mostly in the list. So here I'm going to write code. This is the variable name box equals to counter. Okay, here I'm going to pass lst list, and here I'm going to use most common. Here I'm giving 1. Okay, so what is here? This is the box. Okay, so box equals to what I have tuples. This 1 comma 2 comma 2. Wait a minute, I will explain everything. Here item equals to box index 0. Take the item from box. Here written item. Okay, so you can see here I have counter of list. Okay, so by using counter of list, this line, okay, it will give you count how many time I have tuple 1 comma 2. Okay, so here you can see I have one tuple that has 1 comma 2. Again you can see I have 1 comma 2 that is similar tuple, so it's count. This is 1 and this is also 1, so we can count, uh, 1 plus 1 will become 2. Okay, so count of tuple 1 comma 2, that is 2. Okay, and here I am going to check this with this tuple, so it has value, sorry, it has element 3 comma 4. Okay, but it present here at single time, so its count is 1. Okay, so here we can count how many time each tuple appears. Okay, now you can see here most common, this line. Most common one means it return a list with the most frequent item. Okay, so we have this tuple 1 comma 2. Okay, this one 1 comma 2, its count is 2. Okay, so here it written this 1 comma 2 and its count is 2. Okay, now you can, like, whole box equals to counter this line, counter list dot most common one. Okay, so it will give you this one. In list, box equals to, in list I have tuples. Inside this tuple I have one tuple that is 1 comma 2. Store that list in a variable box. Okay, store the list in a variable box. Now item, this is the another variable, item equals to box at index 0. It take the item from the box. Okay, it just took this item, this one. Okay, it take the item from the take the item from the box. Okay, so it will leave list and item, it will give you item in a in the parenthesis, extract the first and only element from the list. Okay, then it will return item. I hope you got it. Okay, so I got output 1 comma 2 and 2. Now flatten tuple of tuples. Okay, so we are going to solve this problem. Flatten tuple of tuple. Okay, so first of all I need to define one function, def equals to flatten. Here I'm going to pass t. Okay, I'm going to call this function flatten. Okay, and here inside this I am going to write tuples. So tuple is 1 comma 2, 3 comma 4, 5 comma 6. Okay, so here this is colon. Now I am going to define another variable that has empty list. Okay, so we can store the flatten tuples here or flatten element here. Okay, in out. Now I am going to use loop, that is for x in t. Okay, so here what I am going to do, I am just taking element from this tuple. Okay, initially we are going to call this, okay, here t equals to tuple, these are the tuple 1 comma 2 3 comma 4 5 comma 6. Okay, so here I'm going to use for loop for x in a t. Okay, so we need to take x equals to 1 comma 2. Okay, like this. Here you can see in table outer loop for x equals to 1 comma 2. So we need to take x equals to 1 comma 2 in this line for x in t. Okay, now I am going to use another loop for y in x. Okay, this is another loop, inner loop. Okay, so here we can check inner loop y equals to 1. So first element is 1. You can see here in x equals to 1 comma 2 I have y equals to 1. Okay, so for y in a x. Okay, now I am going to add this one inside the out. So out dot append, so previously I have empty out, now it has 1. So out dot append, what I'm going to append, y. Okay, this is the y. So here you can see I took x equals to what, 1 comma 2. Okay, and here y equals to what, y equals to 1, first element from this tuple. Okay, now I am going to append this inside the, append 1 inside the out. Okay, so out will become like this, it has 1 inside the list. Okay, now after this I need to return tuple what, out. Okay, so if you are going to run, it will give you this answer. Okay, so you can do similar things for every element. Okay, now you can take x equals to 1 by 2. Now you can take again x equals to 1 by 2, and here y equals to 2. Okay, so again you need to take x equals to 1 by 2, this same, sorry, 1 comma 2, not 1 by 2, sorry guys. Okay, so here y equals to, y will become 2. Okay, okay, then you need to append this inside the out, so out will become 1 comma 2. Okay, we are just doing what we are doing, flatten tuple of tuple. Okay, so these are the multiple tuples, 1 comma 2 3 comma 2 and 5 comma 6. So we just mind flatten tuple means we want single tuple who has all these values. Okay, from these multiple tuples. Okay, so I got 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 and comma 6. Okay, again you need to take x equals to 3 comma 4, here you can see, and here I need to take y equals to 3 first element. Okay, now we append this into out. Now again I'm going to take from, this is the same. Okay, from here y equals to 4, and this 4 I need to add inside the out. Okay, so it will become 1 2 3 4. And now you can check here x equals to 5 6. Okay, here here I need to take y equals to 5, and then I need to append in out. Okay, now you can see here I have x equals to 5 6, y equals to 6. I just took this 6 here. Okay, and append this inside the list. Okay, so out is inside the list, and that's why it will give you list. Okay, then here I need to convert this list. Okay, this list into a tuple, this list of out. Okay, I need to convert this out into a tuple, so I got output in tuple, or that is flatten tuple. I hope you got it. Now we can check this code. Here what we are going to do, convert a string tuple without a tuple. Okay, so first of all I need to define one function. Okay, so here I'm going to pass as means string equals to hello. Okay, this is the function name. Okay, and here this is the hello as equals to hello. I'm just going to call this function, okay, by using this line. Hello is the string, that is s. Okay, now I am going to create one variable, that is temp equals to empty list. Okay, that we can store element here. Okay, so we are going to start with empty temp. Okay, so initially temp is empty. Okay, now I am going to use loop. Okay, so here for ch in s, what is the meaning of this line? Okay, for ch in s means we are going to take character in s. First character I'm going to take h. Okay, so here you can see ch equals to h. Okay, from string s I'm going to take ch equals to h. Okay, now I am going to append this in temp. Temp dot append ch. Okay, so similarly, after append the this ch in temp, I need to return what? Return temp. It's mean unpack the temp. Oh, why I am getting error here? Okay, syntax error. Cannot use starter expression here. Okay. Okay, so we can use tuple, yeah. Not problem. Okay, so it will give you in tuple. Okay, like this, or you can use in this asterisk here. Not working here. Okay, maybe I hope it is working. Okay, I need to write comma here. Okay, after this it is working. Okay, so you can write tuple here also, or you can write like this. Okay, so it will give you tuples like this. Okay, so first of all you can see here I need to take ch equals to hello. Okay, in this line ch equals to h, not hello. Sorry guys. Okay, so first of all I need to take ch equals to h. Okay, now I am going to append this in a temp. Okay, so temp has what? Now temp has inside the list h. Okay, and again you need to take ch equals to e from here. Okay, then you need to append here with by separating comma. I need to append this e here. Okay, so here you need to take every element. Okay, c equals to h, then append it inside the temp. Okay, ch equals to e, append inside the temp. Okay, ch equals to l, you need to take l from here, then you need to append this inside this. Okay, temp. So here ch equals to l again, this append in temp again. Okay, then you need to take ch equals to o, then append inside the temp. Okay, so it will give you in list like this, temp in a list. Here I'm going to convert this temp in tuple. Okay, so here I got my output hello. Okay, now we are going to solve another problem, that is replace the element inside the tuple. I'm going to define one function, replace tuple. Okay, so I have t comma idx comma value val. Okay, here I am going to define one variable, that is temperature. Sorry, temp. I want to convert this temp into the, so temp, but what is the temp? Temp is just a variable. Okay, and here I am going to store list of tuple. Okay, so we are going to replace element in the tuple. Okay, so temp equals to list of t means it will give you list of tuple. Okay, so here you can see here temp equals to list of t. Okay, so it will give you list like this. Okay, first of all I need to write this line. is used for calling the function. Here I need to pass what tuple? 1, 2, 3. These are the tuples, okay? 1 and 99. Okay, so the problem is replace the element in a tuple. Okay, so I am going to replace tuples. These are the tuples 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is the T. Here and IDX is 1. So I am going to replace index 1 with 99. Okay, so what I have at index 1? 0, 1. 1 at index 1 I have 2. So I want to replace this 2 with 99. Okay, but tuple is immutable. They can't change. So that's why I am going to convert it into a list. Okay, so here temp of IDX equals to VAL value. And here I am going to return tuple of temp. Okay, beta net, I'm going to explain everything. Okay, this is the function name. Okay, we are going to call this function. T means tuple. Okay, so this is the tuple. T equals to 1, 2, 1, comma 2, comma 3. Okay, this is the IDX. IDX means ID 1, or you can say index. And this is the value. Okay, so I am going to replace index 1 with 99. Okay, so here temp equals to list of T. Okay, list of T. Now it will convert temp equals to temp into a like this tuple into a list. So it will give you 1, 2, 3, 1, comma 2, comma 3. Okay, inside the list. Okay, this is the list. So at index 1, what do we have? At index 1, we have 2 here. You can see here, okay, 2. Now I am going to replace temp IDX equals to value. Okay, so here at index 1, temp index 1, what we have? 99. I'm going to replace these things, okay? But previously I have 2 here, okay? Then it will give you this list. Temp 1, comma 99, comma 3, like this. Okay? But I convert this into a tuple, then it will give you a tuple like this. It will convert this list into a tuple like this, 1, comma 9, comma 3. Okay? If you are like, if you, oh, if you return the temp, then it will give you list. Okay, like this. Okay, it will give you list, but I want answer in tuple. Okay, so that's why I need to write tuple here, because I want everything in tuple. Okay, so I got 199 and 3. And now we are going to solve another problem, that is problem number 8. Reverse tuple without slicing. Okay, so here I'm going to define one function, define reverse manual. Okay, here I'm going take an input as t equals to this tuple 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4. Okay, and this is the function I'm going to call this function. Okay, so here I'm going to write code. I'm just going to define one variable, that is equals to empty list, out equals to empty list. Okay, so I'm going to use for loop for I in range of length length of t. Okay, so what is the length of t? That is 4, because we have 4 elements inside the length of t, inside the length. Okay, whatever. Okay, so what is this? So length of t minus 1. You can see here length of t of minus 1. So here this is the length 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Okay, so we can find out the length of this tuple. So I have four element inside the tuple. So here length of t equals to 4 minus 1, again minus 1, and again minus 1. Okay, so it will become what? 3 comma minus 1 comma minus 1. Okay, so here you can see here start value. I think you already knew about this range. It's mean we have, oh, oh, where is minus 1? Okay, wait a minute. This is the range of start, stop, and step. Okay, so we need to start at index 3 because I have start equals to 3. You can see here. Okay, stop means we need to stop at minus 1. Okay, loop will run from last to index 0. Okay, because last element, that is minus 1, should be excluded. Exclude, exclude. Okay, and here difference of minus 1. Okay, so here after this we are just going to do what? Reverse the element by using tuple. Okay, so here I already used loop. Now I am going to append out with, I'm going to append append out dot append with t slicing, sorry, t at index I. Okay, and here I'm going to return tuple of out. Okay, now I am going to run this. So I got 4 3 2 1 in reverse direction. Okay, so here you can see I have t equals to 1 2 3 4. I want this tuple into a reverse direction. Okay, so here I got output like this. Okay, so here this is the function name. I'm going to call function here. Okay, and here this is the first step here, and here this is the input t means we have t equals to this tuple 1 2 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Okay, now out means we have empty. B need to store empty, sorry, b have empty out, or here I need to store element. Okay, element from reverse direction. Okay, so for I in the range of t minus 1. Okay, this is the t length of t means it will give you length. We have four element inside this list, then 4 minus 1, it will become 3. We need to start from 3. Okay, first loop. Okay, then I need to stop at index minus 1, and step I need to took minus 1. Okay, so here you can see in first loop I have I equals to 3. Okay, and index 3 what we have 4. Okay, so that's why it will print here, like it will append 4. Okay, here, and now you can see here I have loop 2. Here here I need to decrease this 3 with minus 1. Okay, because I have step equals to minus 1. Okay, so loop 2, here I equals to 2. Okay, in this loop I equals to 2. Now I am going to append out dot append t I equals to 2 at index t, sorry, at index 2. What we have in t in the tuple, so it has 0 1 2, we have 3, this element at index 2. Okay, then here it will append here 3. Now we can check with another loop, that is 3, loop number 3. Here I decrease by with 1, previously we have 2, now it will become 1. Okay, and here at index 1, here I need to append t at index 1. What we have 2. Okay, then we need to append 2 here. Okay, again we need to decrease 1 with minus 1. Okay, so it will become 0. So at index 0 what we have here t of 0. At index 0 what we have 1. So this is inside the list 4 comma 3 comma 2 comma 1. Now it convert into a tuple by using tuple. Okay, I need to convert out into tuple. Okay, so it will give you answer in tuple. Okay, so we reverse tuple 4 3 2 1. Now we are going to merge two tuple without plus. Okay, so first of all define one function, that is merge tuple a comma b slicing. Here I am going to return asterisk a. It is used for unpack the tuple. Okay, comma b. Now I am going to print this function name, and here I am passing tuples, that is 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Okay, so here merge two tuple without plus. Okay, so we have tuple a equals to 1 comma 1 2. Okay, and we have tuple b equals to 3 and 4. Okay, so here I'm just return asterisk a. It means it will unpack tuple like this 1 comma 2. Okay, okay, so first of all we are going to call merge tuple. Here you can see this function. Okay, these are the tuples. This is for a tuple a, and this is for tuple b. Okay, you can see here a equals to 1 2 and b equals to 3 4 in tuple. Okay, now I am going to unpack by using asterisk. Okay, so unpack tuple a, so it will become 1 comma 2. Okay, again you can see here I'm going to unpack b, so it will become 3 comma 4. Okay, now I'm going to create a new tuple by using asterisk a and asterisk b. Okay, create a new tuple with all unpack value, so it will become 1 2 3 4 5 inside the tuple. Okay, then return this function, then I got output this one. Okay, now we are going to solve problem number 10. I already solved this. Okay, so here tuple, we need to convert tuple into a dictionary. Okay, index and value, we have key and values inside this dictionary. Okay, so first of all this is the function. I'm going to call this function. Okay, here I have tuple a comma b comma c. Okay, all inside in the dictionary. Okay, so here I'm going to use return. Okay, here I'm just directly return everything. Okay, so here t of I, t of I means this is the tuple. Okay, so at index 0 I have a, at index 1 I have b, at index c I equals to, like you have I value. Okay, so I equals to, at index I equals to 2 we have c. Okay, so for I in the range of length of t. Okay, so here I value from range of length of t. So what the length of t, tuple length is 3 here. Okay, so we have 3. Okay, now I value is 0 comma 1 comma 3, sorry comma 2. Okay, so here I range I equals to 3. I need to put in heading in comments. Okay, so range length of t, inside this I have t equals to 3 elements. Okay, so that's why its length is 3. Okay, so range I need to iterate I 0 to 1, 0 1 2 or whatever you can say. Okay, so here first of all I need to take I equals to 0. Okay, in this line I need to take I equals to 0. Okay, and t of I, at, you can see here at I equals to 0 I have tuple a, this element. Okay, so it will fit in, I mean it will add inside the dictionary. Here we are going to create dictionary. Okay, so I equals to 0 and t at index I equals to 0 we have a. Now current result equals to 0 colon a. Again you need to take I equals to 1 here. Okay, so at I equals to 1 we have I equals to sorry, I equals to 1. Okay, so at I equals to 1 we have t, that is b. Okay, t at I index, sorry, t at index 1 we have b. Okay, so it will become 1 comma b, 1 colon b by using this. Okay, then I'm going to add this inside the result. Okay, now we need to increase I value, that is 2. Okay, now I equals to 2. At I equals to 2, what we have inside the t? So we have c. Okay, so it will become c colon 2. And now, and after added everything, this is our new dictionary. A colon, sorry, 0 colon A, 1 colon B, and 2 colon C. Okay, so I got this in output. Okay, this line is going to create a dictionary. Okay, and this is low. I hope you got it.